On this video, we're going to be working on cleaning out the chimney. One of the things we're going to have to do is climb onto the roof and remove the cap on the top of the chimney so that we can slide the cleaning brush down the chimney. Now, before we can do that, we want to go inside, and inside the stove you'll notice there's two perforated baffles at the top of the stove. And so what we're going to have to do is just release the screws a little bit to give us a little bit of space to work. So just unscrew the baffle there. That will release the screw that's keeping the pressure on the baffle, keeping it in place. And once you've backed it off a little, you can then lift it up and slide it to one side, which will then give you enough space to angle it and pull it down into the main firebox. Do that to both sides and remove both baffles, and then remember to close the door so they don't end up with soot all over your room. Depending on the type of roof you have, you may want to get a roof ladder so they don't slip. The next step is then to remove the chimney cap. In our case, we have 3 screws holding it in place, and you can see from this picture here that we had a lot of soot and build-up on the mesh on the inside of the cap. Once we've got that all clean, the next step is to assemble the cleaning rods. This is fairly straightforward. They just screw into each other. I like to make sure it's nice and tight so we don't end up losing the brush somewhere in the pipe, because that would really suck. Once the brush is assembled, head back onto the roof and take a look at what we're dealing with here. You can see we have a lot of creosote buildup on the inside of the inner pipe, and so that we're going to take the brush and slide it down into the opening. This is a 3-inch pipe inside a 6-inch insulated pipe. So we're going to take our 3-inch brush and we're going to slide it down, and you want to do it like basically an up and down motion to brush out the debris, and all the debris will then fall down into the firebox inside of the stove. In our case, we went ahead and did this, I think, 3 or 4 times, just to make sure that we had the whole chimney cleaned from top to bottom. When you take a look inside, you'll notice all the debris has fallen into the firebox, and then when you've completed the cleaning, we can just reinstall our cap on the top of the chimney. Finally, let's clean out that firebox. We're going to get rid of all the debris that may be on the top of the baffles and the baffle holders. And then we're going to reinstall the baffles just by reversing the process, sliding them up on a slight angle and slotting them back into place. Once they're in there, just tighten up the screws to pinch them into place, and we're ready to build a fire and test that we've got it all cleaned up. It's a fairly straightforward process, but definitely worth doing at least a couple of times a year. Based on the amount that we've used this stove, we're looking at cleaning this about once every 3 to 4 months. And if you want to check out our full vlog, head over to our channel and check it out.